Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be going over how to play Good Good by Usher on guitar. It's a pretty simple song with 4 chords only, so not a whole lot to learn, but it's kind of just getting the feel of the song and different things you can do on the guitar to make it more spicy or so. Starting off, we have a D minor 7 chord, which is a very common R&B chord. Playing that is starting on the 5th fret. So what I like to do is barring the whole 5th fret from the 5th string down. So just barring the whole 5th fret starting from the 5th string down. Then you're gonna add your middle finger on the 2nd string, 6th fret. Lastly, adding your ring finger on the 7th fret, 4th string. That's a D minor 7 chord. Second chord is a E flat major 7 chord, which is right next to the D minor 7 chord. So it's an E flat major 7 chord. Commonly on the guitar we play an E major chord. So this is an E major 7 chord. What we're doing here is also think of it as barring the 6th fret with your index finger. Think of that idea, even though we're not going to be playing all the strings there, but just think of this idea of barring it down. And then adding your ring finger on the 8th fret, 4th string. Adding your middle finger on the 3rd string, 7th fret. Adding your pinky on the 2nd string, 8th fret. And lastly, you're going to be holding down, since you're barring down the 6th fret, this 1st string, 6th fret with your index finger. Right? So coming from the D minor 7, it's the E flat major 7. We hear that a lot in R&B songs, so it's a very common progression. So we have the D minor 7 to the E flat major 7. And lastly, the last 2 chords of the song are pretty similar to what we just did, which is barring these, right? We're barring these, but adding different notes. But the next 2 chords are pretty easy because all we're doing is barring. First, we're barring the 8th fret, starting from the 5th string. That's it, just barring the 8th fret. You can play it with your index finger, or you can kind of play it holding down the roots of the 5th string, 8th fret with your middle finger, and the rest with your ring finger. I like it this way, it's a little easier for me. So again, barring down the 8th fret, all the strings starting from the 5th string. And that is called, it's pretty much a E flat major chord over an F in the bass. So this is an E flat major chord, and it's an F in the bass. So that's what that chord is in terms of what it's called. So it's an E major over an F. The next chord we're doing is the same thing, but we're going up a whole step. And that would be a F major chord with a G in the bass. So again, that's an F major chord with the G in the bass. So putting it all together, it's a D minor 7, E flat major 7, E flat major with an F in the bass, F major with the G in the bass. That's kind of how the rhythm's gonna go. I'll play it with the song so we can follow along. But for the most part, that's what it is. It's just 4 chords, and we're kind of just grooving with that. I can show you different things to add, kind of R&B licks that we can add with the chords, but for the most part, that's what the song is. So now I'll play it with the song itself, and then kind of follow along. So as you heard, it's pretty simple. It's kind of just following along with the song and playing in the right parts. But one thing I can really just kind of advise is adding different licks. The main one you can add in terms of fitting it in properly is the lick on the E flat major 7 chord. So if you're coming in from the song, it's hammering on from the 6th fret to the 8th fret on the 1st string, and also hammering on from the 6th fret to the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So kind of messing around with that. You can do that wherever you want it to add it. It's no formula to it. It's kind of just messing around with the song, and that's pretty much it. I mean, if you want to maybe add some licks on this last chord, you can possibly do that if you want to fit it in. So it's on this last chord, which is a F major 7 over the G bass. You can kind of hammer on there as if it were a minor 7 chord. And again, it's kind of just messing around with that, doing whatever you want to do. But for the most part, that's a song. I will post the chords in the comments and the chording to this, but let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.